And a very pleasant good evening, and we welcome you to Ventura College, the VC Sportsplex for Ventura College football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. The Pirates return home after 28 days, 2 road wins in the meantime to their familiar home surroundings as they welcome in the Bakersfield College Renegades. A quick look at the standings in the National North. The Pirates currently in first place, 4-0, still perfect in conference play, but it's very tight at the top. Allen Hancock with a win earlier today. They're in at 4-1. Meanwhile, El Camino and College of the Canyons both in action tonight. They're 3-1. So the Pirates absolutely need to continue to hold serve right now. Their destiny as regards the playoffs is in their own hands, but you better believe they need to keep on winning with a trio of teams hot on their trail. And meanwhile, Bakersfield for their side coming in 4-3 overall, 2-2. It's not over for them. If they can pull off a win here, all of a sudden they move to 3-2. Things tighten up that much more in the National North. Lots of drama, lots of excitement ahead as the Pirates return home after a month on the road. They'll take on Bakersfield. It's coming up next. Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. The Renegades win the toss. They elect to defer, so the Pirates will have it first to get things going. Pirates come in having won 4 straight. A rough stretch in weeks 2 and 3 with back-to-back losses here at home to Mount San Antonio College and Cerritos. And the Pirates were reeling early with a record of 1 and 2, but they have slowly but surely started to pull it together both offensively and defensively. They've won 4 straight. They're on top in the National North, and the mantra that Steve Mushagian and his staff have been going with over the recent weeks is 1 week at a time, play it 1 game at a time. This is a talented team on paper, but there were some struggles early. Some players in and out of the lineup as well certainly didn't help. But as the Pirates have been able to get more and more players back into the fold, they seem to have found themselves on the field as well, and they come in feeling confident with a record of 5 and 2, but they have a tough challenge here against the Renegades, who broke a 6-game losing streak in this matchup with a win last year up at Bakersfield. The Renegades have yet in the regular season to come down to Ventura and post a win in the Steve Mushagian era. They would love to break that particular string, and they'll try to do it tonight. Pirates will have it first, coming off a victory a week ago at Antelope Valley College, a 35-16 win. The Pirates pulling away to win that one in the second half after a close first half. Meanwhile, Bakersfield, a win a week ago at home against Moore Park, 25-17. That broke a losing streak that started the week before, and with a loss at at Allen Hancock College. So the Renegades got back to their winning ways under third-year head coach Todd Littlejohn. In the first season under Coach Littlejohn, the Renegades posted just 2 wins. They improved to 4 wins a year ago, and here they sit with a record of 4 and 3. So the next win will be another season of improvement under Coach Littlejohn. The approach and the kick away, and we are underway from Ventura. Pirates and Renegades taken at the 13-yard line and out to the 27, and that's where the Pirates will get started. Short return by Tiandre Newcomb will set the Pirates up at the 27. Chris Irvin, third in the 3C2A in completion percentage, coming in and completing just under 71% of his passes on the season for 1,335 yards, 12 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. But he was spotty a week ago in the victory at Antelope Valley College. Comes out with 3 wide receivers to the right, Jalen Thompson in the backfield, and that one nearly picked off Logan Bauer. Donovan Foster had a real shot at that one, and the Pirates dodge a bullet early on play number 1. The ball spotted at the 28, where it'll be 2nd down and 10. Foster had a beat on that one. Let's see if we can take a look at the replay here. And Irvin mentioned the spotty play a week ago, and watch as that one jumped by Foster. The Pirates go back to the ground on 2nd down. Thompson, modest gain. Bowers on the stop after Thompson picks up 3 yards. It leaves a 3rd and 7. Irvin was 19 of 32 for 191 yards and a touchdown a week ago, but also threw 3 interceptions. And you saw moments ago almost number 4 in a short span. 3rd down and 7. The Pirates coming in converting at 41% on 3rd down. Deep drop for Irvin. Stepping up, quick pitch, completes to Thompson. Thompson stiff arms a man and heads out of bounds at the 40. Appears to have enough for the 1st down. Danny Johnson forced him out of bounds, but Thompson does pick up 9 yards on a 3rd and 7. Thompson and James both quite capable catching passes out of the backfield, but interestingly, over the breadth of this season, that hasn't been a real weapon. No sooner do I say that than Thompson weaves his way forward for a pickup of about 8 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 2. James and Thompson have combined for 29 receptions on the season, but for just 148 yards, which is just 5.1 yards per reception. So despite James and Thompson being huge weapons offensively, the Pirates haven't really found a way to get them involved in the passing game. 2nd down and 2. Irvin completes for the 1st down, finding Nassim Pacheco. is that Tiandre Newcomb. It's Tiandre Newcomb with the reception. Newcomb has enough for the first down. Tiandre Newcomb coming on, particularly with the injury to Jerron Glenn. And the Pirates banged up at the receiver position, and Newcomb has become a new favorite target for Irvin. James off tackle on the left side, tripped up after a gain of a couple. That was Julian Smith moving up for the tackle. Smith, from his safety spot, limits James to a couple of yards, and it brings up a 2nd down and 8. Pistol formation. Irvin has the snap straight ahead. Not much doing for James, but he bounces it outside, and Smith finally forces him out of bounds after a gain of about 5. And this is initially stuffed up in the middle by that Renegade defensive line, trying to work behind center Gabe Rivera, and just a good individual effort from Lamont James. In the last 13 seasons under Steve Mushagian, the Pirates, as Irvin completes over the middle to Drew Lopez. Lopez has come on in recent weeks, up to 12 receptions on the season, and Lopez has a touchdown reception in each of the last 3 games. So another burgeoning target for Irvin. Started to say that the Pirates have had 2 running backs rush for 1,000 yards in the Steve Mushagian era. And this year, Lamont James and Jalen Thompson, Chris Beeson, and T.J. Duckett. Thomas Duckett, throwing over the middle. Great catch for the first down. Back to Newcomb, working against Jordan Richburg. So Thomas Duckett, Chris Beeson have both rushed for over 1,000 yards for the Pirates. And this year, Lamont James and Jalen Thompson both on pace for just under 1,000 yards. Right now, Thompson on pace for about 980 yards and Lamont James for about 960 yards. So the Pirates are running the football exceptionally well. James churning his legs down to the 25, a 9-yard run. A late flag comes in, first flag of the night. Let's see what the call is. After James, with a tremendous individual effort, picks up 9 yards. But that speaks to how well the Pirates are running the football, that Thompson and James both nearly on pace for 1,000-yard seasons. The Pirates as a team averaging almost 234 yards a game on the ground, 6.4 yards a carry. Go down to the field. And it's a personal foul call against Bakersfield, so tack on half the distance after the 9-yard run, and it'll be a 1st and 10. They'll spot this one at the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 10 for the Pirates. After the penalty is assessed against the Renegades, now they'll move it back to the 12. Trying to give the Pirates the full 15, but it's half the distance. James in the backfield. Newcomb solo to the left. Irvin looks over the defense. 4-man rush, quarterback draw for Irvin. Lowers the shoulder, and he's down to about the 5-yard line. Smith moving up again, along with Foster on the stop. 2nd and about 2 from the 5-yard line after the 8-yard run by Irvin. A warm afternoon has given way to a perfect evening for football, 66 degrees. The game time temperature and just a breath of wind. Irvin, good protection, back of the end zone, touchdown Pirates. Finding Eli Aragon. And the Pirates draw first blood as they go 73 yards in 4 minutes and 1 second. And let's give you a couple of looks at this one. And it starts with great protection up front. The Pirates have surrendered just 2 sacks in 7 weeks. So they run the ball well, but don't let that fool you. They also protect the quarterback, and there you see Aragon with his first catch and the touchdown. It's the 6th touchdown reception on the season for Eli Aragon. For Chris Irvin, his 13th touchdown pass. The Pirates with a quick start. 10:59 remaining in the first quarter. They're on top 7-0 on the VC Sports Network. And the kick away from Pimentel. And the Renegades will have to immediately try to answer back. Smith heading up the near side, tries to spin back, and he is hit hard at the 25. Pirates pumped up. Quick start. The rest of the SCFA picture coming into a little greater focus earlier today. Golden West, an impressive win at home against Long Beach. Mount Sac in action tonight against Orange Coast College, and the way the season has gone so far, the Mounties have to be considered an enormous favorite in that one. Those teams look to stay unbeaten in conference play. Meanwhile, a matchup of unbeatens in the South with Riverside welcoming Saddleback, and Riverside at last report leading that one big late in the fourth quarter. Fullerton wins by virtue of a forfeit earlier today. So Riverside and Fullerton undefeated at the top of the South. Golden West and Mount Sac with a matchup looming on the last week of the season, undefeated in the Central, and the Pirates hoping that they can take care of business and maintain their lead here in the North. 9-yard carry on first down for Jalen Hankins. Hankins coming off his first 100-yard game of the season a week ago in the Bakersfield win against Moore Park. Hankins bounces it outside. McKelligan brings him down after a gain of about 5, but the Renegades immediately move the chains on a couple of carries. They have it 1st and 10 at the 39. Bakersfield has struggled somewhat to run the football this season, averaging just 119 yards a game, 3 yards a carry as a team through the first 7 weeks. Quick screen, and back to Hankins, looking to cut it back, wrapped up after a gain of about 5. Benjamin Hall, Drew Carter combining on the stop. 6-yard pickup. So the 6-yard pickup leaves a 2nd down and 4. Mentioned the good news for the Pirates in terms of pass protection, having surrendered just 2 sacks on the season. But they have also had some difficulty generating a pass rush, just 6 sacks defensively on the season. Little stutter step in the backfield for Hankins, and he picks his way forward for a gain of about 4. That is enough for a 1st down. Pirates losing some of that pass rush last year from Angelo Jewell, who had 9 sacks, Demetrius Edwards, who had 6. In fact, 4 defensive linemen that were a big part of the Pirates' success defensively last year, all departing, including Joe Hernandez and Jonah Rubidoux. The Pirates have done a pretty good job of retooling on that defensive line, but a little trouble generating much of a pass rush. Screened outside for a gain of about 5 as they find Cleveland Tolbert coming out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 6. Cale Reed able to bring down Tolbert. 2nd down and 6. Carson Woods, tremendous freshman quarterback who has been at the helm going all the way back to week 1, coming out of high school where he was a CIF champion. Given the starting reins, a little trouble in the backfield. That one's loose and the Pirates have it. Pirates going to force the turnover. Coming up with it, that was Isaiah Garcia. And let's take a look at this one from a couple of angles, but this is trouble on the exchange. I started to say that Woods took over as the starter as a true freshman week 1 and has really done an outstanding job for this Renegade team. Todd Littlejohn very happy with the effort that he's gotten from Carson Woods, said that he has been a progressive learner, hard worker, a confident young quarterback, and has just gotten better as the season has come on. And there's just some trouble on the exchange and a rare turnover, and the Pirates with a chance to build on the lead. Thompson spins out of a tackle in the backfield. Bowers gets there quickly. No gain on the play. And a 2nd down and 10. And let's run that back one more time and see if we can watch Woods and Hankins, and the exchange is just never made. And it looked like, Woods might have lost the handle as that one was coming out. Never quite got it to Hankins, and there you see Garcia quickly there. And the Pirates force the turnover. Irvin loading up, looking deep, and it's incomplete. Wanted Aragon. That was terrific coverage, working one-on-one against D'Antonio Hackworth. Hackworth has stepped into a bigger role with some injuries in that Renegade secondary. Losing, among others, sophomore safety Luke Wattenberger, who was a big part of this defense, a quarterback in that secondary for the Renegades. But they've had a couple of other injuries, and some guys have had to step in. But the Renegades have actually been very good against the pass despite some injury trouble. That one through the hands of his intended target, and incomplete. Flags come in everywhere. Let's wait and see what the call is. And we'll go down to the field for the call. Big call potentially on a 3rd and 10. He was looking for Tyler Woodsworth.
Pass interference, number 0.
And it's a pass interference call. It's going to go against Danny Johnson on the coverage, so that is a huge call. Renegades hurt themselves with a penalty on the first drive as well. A big personal foul call that moved the Pirates into the red zone, and that call is a real crusher if you're a Renegade fan because they were off the field. But the pass interference call gives the Pirates second life. James bouncing it outside, has some running room. He's inside the 20. A flag comes in. Some of this is going to come back. But again, this is a great adjustment. Watch James at the line. And again, pretty well bottled up. See a good push from Ray on Logan Bowers. Julio Ray, all-conference guard, helping to free up James. But a lot of that is just individual effort from Lamont James. But where that flag came in, you would expect to see exactly that. Holding against the Pirates. So some of that will come back. And it will remain first down for the Pirates. The Pirates get Jacob Lemus back from injury this week. At right tackle after he missed the game a week ago, so the Pirates back at full strength on that offensive line. It's a 1st and 5 as they'll back it up to the 30-yard line, taking away some of the yardage for Lamont James. Snap to Irvin. James, good push up front. He's got the first down inside the 25 to the 23. And that's the left side of that offensive line, and Lemus gets up hobbling, favoring that left leg. But over on the left side, it's Malachi Brown and Donald Dixon with a good push, freeing up James and Lemus. You see the brace on that left leg, and it looks like he's favoring that left leg, so we'll see if Jacob Lemus is able to return. As he heads off for now, the Pirates have a first down at the Renegade 24. Under 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Pirates and Renegades from Ventura. Irvin. Great protection over the middle, incomplete off the hands of his intended receiver. Bowers was in the air. He was looking for Drew Lopez, and Lopez, it's hard to say. Might have been hearing some footsteps. Big Logan Bowers in the area, maybe just looking to make a move before he secured that football. He'll head off 2nd down and 10. Logan Bowers, funny story as we talked to Todd Littlejohn, saying that Bowers unquestionably a major leader on this defense, returning sophomore leading tackler for this team at his middle linebacker spot is James, angling back to his right, takes a big hit from Foster, but falls forward to the 17. We're to leave a 3rd down and 3. And Todd Littlejohn saying that Logan Bowers does tend to be a little bit exasperating for some of the coaches, and I was surprised and thought, well, is there some trouble with how he is in practice? And said, no, he just loves to hit everything. Irvin pumps, now fires, incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down. He was looking for Cody Hoffman down near the goal line, but overshot his target. And there's a personal foul call, roughing the passer, so check that. It's going to be an automatic 1st down. The Renegades hurting themselves with another penalty here on this drive, and they are giving the Pirates every opportunity to punch it in and extend on this lead. They have it 1st and goal at the 8. But you can hardly have a problem with Logan Bowers, with a middle linebacker that just likes to hit people out there. Pretty much expected. James running right at the 5. One man to beat for the pylon and in. Lamont James just getting by Julian Smith and inside the pylon, and the Pirates go up 13-0. Let's watch one more time, working on that right side. Able to get outside Logan Bowers, and then Smith moving up. But can't keep James out of the end zone. This will come right at you. Speed of Lamont James, and then wards off Smith for the touchdown. Pimentel on for the extra point. Up and good. Fast start for the Pirates here at home. They lead at 14-0, 5:58 remaining in the opening quarter. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Pimentel kicks it away, taken at the 11-yard line. And up the near side, out past the 32, the 32. Julian Smith on the return. Now some late flags come in. Well, let's see, I thought I saw a flag, but it looks like no flag on the play. So the Renegades will get going from their own 32, down 14-0. Not what you wanted if you're a Renegade fan coming in here. Again, Renegades leading this series overall 26-15 with one tie in the long history of this rivalry. But of late, the Pirates have had the better of it, and especially here at Ventura. Gillespie able to ride down Hankins. A gain of about 3. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Meanwhile, the officials will huddle up. See James Gillespie from his defensive tackle spot. But that good work will go for naught. Poi Aina from his defensive end spot was offside. And they're going to move that to the 37, where it'll be 1st and 10. And now they'll try to get themselves all sorted out, and we'll get back to football. Mentioned the season that Carson Woods is having as a freshman, completing 66% of his passes, 1,708 yards, 11 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. Hankins running left, runs into a wall. Benjamin Hall among the first to get there. Getting a little help from Boy Slade from his defensive end spot. Nonetheless, Hankins did get to the 39. And it'll be a 2nd and 3. It was a 1st and 5 after the offside call against Ventura. So a 2nd and 3 after the 2-yard run by Hankins. Haven't seen Jordan Norwood yet in the backfield. Hankins and Norwood have been splitting time for much of the season. For the Renegades, bunch formation on 2nd and short. Hankins straight ahead. Good hole. Hankins into the secondary. Out to midfield at the 49. Best run of the night. They will spot it at midfield. That's an 11-yard run. And this good work up front in the middle of that Bakersfield offensive line. Silas Akins, the center, Adam Robles, Titus Yepes. The guards, a good push in the middle of that line. So 1st and 10 from midfield. And another good run and near first down yardage again before Benjamin Hall is able to bring down Jerry Dandridge. Trying the right side of that offensive line again. A 2nd and 1 coming up. The Renegades getting something going on the ground. The Pirates certainly have had a lot of success running the football themselves, but they have had some difficulty this season stopping the run. Opposing teams rushing for 4.7 yards a carry, almost 166 yards on the ground. So thus far this season, teams have had some success running the football. Woods on a designed roll, completes for a 1st down and more. Out to the 29. Well-designed play, finding Tolbert again coming out of the backfield. And we'll watch this one more time, and Woods with the fake and has Tolbert with room. 1st and 10 from the 29. And whistles before the snap. So a false start. Look like they got Thomas Lett, the right tackle. That'll cost the Renegades 5 yards. So a 1st and 15 from the 34. The Renegades certainly shooting themselves in the foot in terms of penalties. And the ball comes out again, but they're going to say down by contact. That is a huge break. I want to see if we have the tail end of that. I don't know if we're going to have an angle where we can really see the ball coming out here, but let's watch maybe down at field level. The call came in immediately. This was down by contact on the carry by Hankins. Bouncing it out to the right, and hard to tell as it squirts out. Renegades did recover in any event. So after the run by Hankins, 2nd and 13. And certainly one big storyline. Good running room again for Dandridge. Gillespie finally brings him down at the 25. That'll leave a 3rd down and 5, an 8-yard run for Dandridge. 4 penalties for 41 yards here in this first quarter for Bakersfield. And a number of them have come at most inopportune times. 3rd and 6. Woods throws on the run. Sliding catch is made, but a little bit shy of the 1st down. It'll leave a 4th and 1. Finds Xavier Marshall. So a 5-yard pickup leaves a 4th and 1. The Renegades are 15 of 29 on 4th down on the season, including 12 of 24 over the last 4 weeks. So, yeah, this is an area where you might consider going for it, but the Renegades have been going for it right and left over the last month or so, and they'll go for it here on a 4th and 1. Doesn't appear to have enough. They tried Dandridge on the left side, and the Pirates able to step up and come up with the stop. And they are pumped up as the Renegades will turn it over on downs. Let's watch one more time down at field level as they try Dandridge on the left side on a 4th and 1. Trying to bounce it outside, and that is blown up. Elijah Hamilton coming up from his safety spot. And that is a big-time stop for the Pirates, who take over at their own 20-yard line. Thompson on the run, flags are down, pushing the pile. And finally, Foster able to bring him down. It's a gain of about 5 yards. Miles Poole also in on the tackle. But it's coming back, an illegal shift against Ventura. In fact, a couple of flags against the Pirates. And they'll back it up to the 15, the 16, I should say, where it'll be 1st and 15. Late stages, first quarter. The Pirates with a forced fumble leading to a touchdown. And now a stop on 4th down to get the ball back. And they have it going. Straight ahead to the 21. Bowers on the stop, brings down Thompson. 5-yard carry for Thompson. Gets back the penalty yardage that they just gave away. Leaves a 2nd down and 10. Again, the Pirates stay on the ground. Poole there quickly along with Joe Dabney. Thompson with a gain of about 3, and it brings up a 3rd down and 7. Pirates tonight 4 of 4 on 3rd down. And they face a 3rd and 7 from their own 24-yard line. Irvin so far 5 of 9. Deep drop. Irvin has time, throws, and it's dropped. Wanted Aragon. I'm not sure he was going to come up with the 1st down. Unlikely he's going to get by Danny Johnson, who was closing in quickly, so the Pirates will be forced to kick it away. That'll bring on Drew Carter. Jordan Richburg retreats deep to return the kick. Carter averaging 38 yards a kick on the season. Renegades. Richburg, a little under 10 yards of return. Low end-over-end kick. Richburg at the 43. Immediately hit, but holds on to the ball. Boy, getting there quickly was Ami Cargo. And that's a good job by Richburg to come up and field that football and then hold on. And the Renegades will take over with good field position at their own 42. That's a 34-yard kick. No return. But good field position, and the Renegades will have time for one more play here in the first quarter. Snap to Woods. Flags are down. Running room for Hankins out to the 48 of Ventura. That's very near a 1st down. Let's see what the flag is. It's enough for the 1st down, at least preliminarily. And offsides again, and again it's Poyaina. So you suspect that maybe Aina trying to get a jump from that defensive end spot. You wonder if maybe he's just lining up a little bit offsides. Been caught a couple of times here in the first quarter. Expect the Pirates will make an adjustment there. Meanwhile, it's a 10-yard run for Hankins, and the Renegades will settle for that, and they'll let the first quarter run out. Get set to go from the Pirate 48, 1st and 10 when we return through 1. Ventura 14, Bakersfield nothing. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. we bring you back live. Start of the second quarter. Pirates leading at 14-0. Quick throw from Woods, complete for a first down, finding Mekhi Smith. Quick completion to Smith. Down to the 36. So the completion to Smith gives the Renegades a 1st and 10. From the 36, Hankins with a lot of room into the secondary has a first down to the 24. Renegade offensive line on the right side. Good push from Yepez and Thomas Led. And the Renegades want to move quickly. Hankins starting to pile up the yardage on the ground. He's up to 41 yards on 8 carries. And they'll go back to him, running room again. Good hole as he pushes inside the 20 down to the 17. Let's go back to the run moments ago and watch as that right side down there. Good push and running room for Hankins. So the Renegades into the red zone for the first time tonight. They have it at the 17. Both these teams so far relatively middle of the pack in terms of red zone performance. Oh, just inside the top 30 in terms of scores and touchdowns. Play action, Woods has time, pop flies, but not on the same page. He was looking for Smith. Good coverage, and I'll tell you, Elijah Hamilton's hot back there, but you want to be careful. No doubt something happened there that got Hamilton upset, but ultimately that pass is incomplete. And you're looking at a 3rd and 3, and you certainly don't want to pick up some kind of unsportsmanlike call or personal foul because you let your temper get the best of you and get a late flag that gives the Renegades a first down and more yardage. And it's so critical to control emotions. Gillespie blowing it up. Big loss on the play on a 3rd and 3 as they try Dandridge running right. Garcia, Gillespie, this is a great push by that Pirate front 7. Let's watch one more time. It's a loss of 3, and it brings up a 4th and 6. But Garcia is there, and Gillespie knifing through. And the Renegades from the 20 mentioned averaging about 6 attempts on 4th down over the last few weeks, and here they'll go for it again, and you have to assume as that one is batted up in the air, and it is caught. Pushing the pile. What a strange play. No whistle yet. This is crazy. Let's see what happens here. They're going to spot this at the 17. How close is that to a possible first down? Hankins ended up coming down with the football. I'm going to watch this one. And there you see Hankins coming down, battling Jalen Wesley. But he stood up there at the 20. But the strength to push the pile to the 17. It is ultimately not enough. He comes up just shy of the first down, and the Pirates will take over. But you've got to believe, as the Renegades go for it again from the 20-yard line of Ventura, that the Renegades don't have the full kicking game available, at least not to their liking. Trouble in the backfield and a sack. And that will get the Renegade faithful, who have made the trip, into it. Foster on the blitz gets there for the sack, and this is a good job in the secondary. Not a lot for Irvin to do. You see Foster come through and get there. Meanwhile, the news gets worse for the Pirates. A personal foul against Ventura, and this will back them up from the 12 back to the 6. They need the 27, so it's going to be 2nd and 21 after the sack and the penalty. Well, it's noteworthy. Well, interestingly, they're gonna decline the penalty and take the result of the play. I would have thought that'd be tacked on to the end of the play, but who knows? So 2nd down and 15 after the result of the play, the sack by Foster, and that is noteworthy. Just the 3rd sack allowed on Irvin on the season. All right, and now we've got it. So yeah, it's a personal foul call. That's going to be at the end of the play. Well, you know it's trouble when I'm ahead of the game. So it's 2nd down and 21 for the Pirates, and there is some danger here from the shadow of their own goalpost. They're at their own 6-yard line. They lead it 14-0, but ill afford to make a mistake here as they continue to try and sort things out. And I suspect this is getting the scoreboard updated. 12:15 remaining in the first half. 2nd down and 21. All right, so apparently it's at the 12-yard line. Well, we'll see. All right, so 2nd down and 15. And thankfully we're back to playing football. Thompson running left. Bowers brings him down near the original line of scrimmage. It's a gain of about 6. It brings up a 3rd and 9. So Thompson will remain in the backfield. 4 wide receivers for the Pirates. Snap to Irvin, 4-man rush. Irvin flushed from the pocket, on the run. Now just going to get what he can and head out of bounds. Foster runs him out, and a very late flag comes in. Let's see if we can catch the tail end of what happened there. And we'll go back to the top of the play, as this should bring up 4th down, but now there's a flag down. And there you see Irvin. And I don't know what I saw there as Foster ran him out of bounds, but there was certainly no contact. Could he have said something?
After the play, personal foul, leading out of bounds. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Well, a personal foul call. And it goes against Foster, running Irvin out of bounds. It'll move it up to the 42, and once again, the Pirates are the beneficiary of an ill-timed penalty from the Renegades. Thompson hit and brought down after a gain of a couple. Jonathan Gonzalez with the stop. 2nd down and 8. Pirates moving quickly to the line. They screen it out to Thompson. Thompson looking for a block. And Smith brings him down at midfield. They'll spot it at the 49, which will leave a 3rd down and 3. Pirates tonight, 4 of 5 on 3rd down. Converting at 41% coming in. The Renegades have had trouble defensively on 3rd down. Their opponents converting 49% coming into this one. James sheds a tackler in the backfield and now has the first down, still on his feet and brought down at the 30. Well, another spectacular individual effort from Lamont James, and that is becoming commonplace. Watch here as again hit by Bowers in the backfield, but slips out of that tackle, and then he's hit at the 40 and gets a good 10 yards after contact to get down to the 30. What an effort from Lamont James. Quick throw on the right side to Aragon and a gain of about a yard. Teague with the stop for Bakersfield. It's a 2nd down and 9. This drive started back at the Ventura 17, and reminder, the Pirates faced a 2nd and long after the sack, and here they are. Been able to extricate themselves from that, and now they're on the move. Irvin stepping up and picks his way forward for a gain of a couple. Good coverage. Poole eventually bringing Irvin down, but nowhere for Irvin to go with the football. And it leaves a 3rd and 7 from the Bakersfield 27. Ryan Pimentel is 4 of 6 on the season with a long of 35. So they're at the edge of Pimentel's range, at least as far as his connections on the season with a long of 35. Meanwhile, there is a penalty that will back it up to the 34, and it will be 2nd and 14 after they walk off the 5 yards. They'll empty the backfield. Irvin stepping up, completes at the 30 and down to the 25. Coming across, it was Caleb Alvery, and Alvery picks up 9 yards, and it leaves a 3rd and 5. Renegades badly in need of a stop. They're already down a couple of scores, and it's early, but can't imagine that the Renegades are going to be able to do a whole lot if they get themselves down 21-0. Meanwhile, a false start against Ventura, so the Pirates doing what they can to stall this drive themselves with a couple of penalties on this series. And it's a 3rd and 10 from the Bakersfield 30. This, you'd have to believe, pretty well outside of Pimentel's range. This would be 47 yards. Not a whole lot of wind here tonight at all, but slightly cooler temperatures. Again, James in motion. 4-man rush. They screen it out to James. James looking for a block. He's at the 25, tiptoeing the sidelines. Knocked out of bounds by Smith, shy of the 20. Watch this one down closer to field level. Creates a much more manageable 4th down. The 9-yard gain leaves a 4th and 1, and now it's the Pirates who will line up to go for it. They want to move quickly with James in the backfield. The Pirates on the season are 11 of 19 on 4th down. This a 4th and 1 from the Bakersfield 21. Renegades have already come up empty on a couple of 4th down attempts so far here tonight. They'd love to turn the tables on the Pirates. See the effort from Irvin. Play clock at 10. He's got time. Trying to draw the Renegades offside. Are the Pirates going to run a play? They will. Quarterback draw. Irvin hit in the backfield, but flags are down. Joshua Macon came up with the stop. It's a loss of a couple, but this might be another 1st down, and it is. Yeah, Macon went up high on Irvin, and they get him for the face mask. And we'll take a look at this one from a couple of angles. Let's go down to field level, but we'll show it to you again. And it's a good read by Macon, and yeah, you can see there, even from that angle, that's a good call. As the Pirates get another 1st down via the penalty. We're going to show you one more time. Macon up top. And then come back to you live. The Pirates have it. 1st and 10. And just overshooting Newcomb is Irvin. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Let's watch here very quickly. And Newcomb had a step. So it's 2nd and 10. Now we're back live. The Pirates back in the red zone. Deep drop for Irvin. Again, pressure coming. Flags are down. Irvin just has to throw this one away. Good coverage in the secondary. He was looking for Bryce Zavala. Nowhere to go with the football. But let's see what the penalty is. So a hold on Malachi Brown. And penalties getting to be a storyline on both sides. So that'll make it 2nd and 20. Snap to Irvin. Setting up the screen. James slips out of one tackle but can't get by Macon. It'll leave a 3rd and long. From the 16-yard line, the Pirates need the 2-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd and 14. They'll call it 3rd and 15. Irvin wants to move quickly. Plenty of time on the play clock. Delayed blitz coming. And Irvin looking into the end zone and incomplete off the hands of his intended target. Going back to Drew Lopez. And that will bring up 4th down, and we will see Ryan Pimentel. Mentioned earlier, Pimentel 4 of 6 on the season. This will come from the left hash. 33-yard field goal attempt. And it is up long enough and good. So Pimentel puts it through. The Pirates push the lead to 17-0. 6:41 remaining in the first half. Pirates on top. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Pirates push the lead to 17-0 on the 34-yard field goal for Ryan Pimentel. Short kick taken at the 15. Smith angling to his right, now finds a little lane. He's out past the 35, hit and brought down at the 36. Loses his helmet in the process. Nonetheless, good field position for the Renegades. Badly in need of some good news on offense. They've been able to move the football on a couple of occasions, but hurting themselves with some penalties. The fumble earlier in the first quarter, and also a couple of attempts on 4th down. So the Pirates have come up with some big plays when they've needed them. And they lead it 17-0 with 6:30 remaining in the second quarter. Hankins on the carry. Hankins through a good hole. Bursts into the secondary and into Pirate territory. Jalen Hankins mentioned the first 100-yard rushing game of the season for the Renegades, and it came from Hankins a week ago in the victory over Moore Park, and he's well on his way here in this one after that lengthy carry. That was 17 yards. And Hankins now up to 62 yards on 11 carries here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to Hankins following his left guard. Hard running down to the 43. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Boy, Slade on the stop. 4 yards, leaving a 2nd and 6 from the 43. From the pistol formation. Offset eye, Hankins running left, bounces it outside, slips out of a tackle. He's got the 1st down. Albanez on the stop. Good individual effort from Jalen Hankins. They'll spot it at the 41. 7-yard run. Renegades on the move. Now up to 100 yards rushing as a team here in the first half. Woods with some trouble picks it up and throws incomplete, looking for Mekhi Smith. And give Woods some credit here for poise and presence. Manages to get that football and get it out. Could have been worse if you're a Renegade fan. 2nd down and 10 from the 36. Just the second incompletion here in the first half for Carson Woods. He's 6 of 8, but for just 42 yards. Snap to Woods. Hankins straight ahead. Good push again from that Renegade front 5. Down to the 29-yard line. Finally brought down by Jalen Blizzard. A little help from Anthony Albanez. Leaves a 3rd down and 3. The Renegades 0 of 2 on 3rd down tonight. And that leading, of course, to the 0 of 2 on 4th down tonight. That has been a major storyline in this first half. This is a 3rd and 3. Play action. Woods able to get outside, throw, and complete. Has the first down. Complete to Mekhi Smith. Isaiah Garcia with the stop. But this is a good job getting outside. Looked like that was, I want to say that was Poyaina coming off the edge. And once Woods gets outside, he's got time to throw the football. Renegades back in the red zone. They want to go quickly. First down carry. Dandridge inside the 10 and down to the 7. Drew Carter coming up to make the stop on an 11-yard run for Dandridge. The Renegades now 1st and goal from the 8. And again, they want to go quickly back to Dandridge. Flags are down as Dandridge is hit and brought down at the 4. So for now, it's at the 5, but let's see what the call is. It's against Ventura. So that'll be half the distance. And the Renegades with a good response after going down 17-0. This drive started back at their own 36-yard line. They have it 1st and goal at the Pirate 4. It should be 1st and goal. There it is. Hankins into the end zone. Touchdown, Bakersfield. So the Renegades are on the board as they go 64 yards, the lion's share of it on the ground. Good work from Jalen Hankins. Getting a little help as well from Jerry Dandridge on a couple of carries, and the Renegades pull within 11 at 17-6. They also picked up the pace. Appeared to have the Pirates back on their heels defensively. And I'll tell you, Hankins is at the goal line before he runs into a Pirate defender. Let's go down a little closer to field level and see if he can get that push. And that's Caden Perez. They follow Caden Perez, the right guard, and they clear out nicely. And Hankins, that little move in the hole, and it's 17-7. Renegades back into it. Pirates leading it by 10 on the VC Sports Network. come back live. And Bakersfield on the board. Back within 10. Good return for the Pirates out to the 34. Pirate fans in years past might recall that the Pirates often make big plays in the return game. Not so much this season. As a team, averaging just 17.3 yards a return in the kicking game and 5.5 yards per return in the punting game. And that is a dynamic that is missing from the Pirates this year, and you hope that maybe someone will emerge or they'll start to get some plays, but it's been a big part of Pirate success over the last several years, but Pirates haven't been able to make a whole lot of plays in the return game, at least not as of yet, but here they are on a 4-game win streak and looking for number 5. Just tightened up a little bit. Meanwhile, not much doing on first down. And that was quickly Hugo Camacho into the backfield. A loss of a yard for Thompson. But flags are down, and Bakersfield going to take a timeout. So the Renegades will take their first timeout. 3:18 remaining in the first half. Ventura on top 17-7 on the VC Sports Network. First and 10 for the Pirates from their own 33. 3:18 remaining. The Pirates have all 3 timeouts. It's second down and 11. Should update that after the 1-yard loss on first down, and whistles come in. And let's see if this is just about getting the scoreboard updated. So a second down and 11. And they'll reset it to 3:18. Irvin 10 of 17 for 62 yards and a touchdown. Four-man rush. Irvin looking left, and it's picked off. Big turnover. Jaquan Lamb had that play read all the way. And Irvin just dials in on Tiandre Newcomb on the left side. And it's Lamb dropping down, and it's almost as if that ball's thrown right to Lamb. Does a good job securing it. Each team with a turnover now in this first half, and the Renegades with a chance to get all the way back into this one. After the interception by Lamb. Hankins back in the backfield, little move in the backfield. And he weaves his way forward down to the 24, a 6-yard run. Call it 7, will leave a 2nd and 3. And the Pirates now in need of their own big play on defense. And expect the Renegades to want to move quickly. That was certainly effective on the last drive. Hankins running right, has the first down and more. Brought down inside the 20 at the 18. Cale Reed with the tackle. But more running room for Hankins, who is rapidly closing in on 100 yards here in the first half. Hankins looking for his 2nd consecutive 100-yard game. First and 10 from the 17. Hankins, big hole on the left side. down to the 9-yard line, 8 yards for Hankins. And I'll watch this one down at the field level, and again, just clearing out the left side. Eldon Madden, the left tackle, with a great job. Back live, Hankins pushing the pile. He's down near the goal line. He's down to the 2-yard line, and the Renegades starting to assert themselves in the run game. And the Pirates right now don't have much of an answer. 2nd and goal from the 1. And you got to believe the Renegades are just going to line up, and it's going to be more Jalen Hankins to come. Here is Hankins. Runs into a wall, bounces off, second effort, and he's in. The turnover leads to points for the Renegades, who are now within 4. Brand new ball game, 1:29 remaining. Watch here as Hankins is initially bottled up. But give him some credit. Bounces off and then falls forward into the end zone, and Renegades all on the ground. Take advantage of the short field. It's a 3-point game, 1:29 remaining in the first half. Ventura 17, Bakersfield 14 on the VC Sports Network. Pirates with some time, 1:29 and all 3 timeouts, and they'll have good field position to start at the 34-yard line. Well, right now, the momentum entirely on the side of Bakersfield. A few minutes ago, this was a 17-0 game. The Pirates really had it all their own way here in the first half, but the Renegades put together a drive, got on the board, and then forced the turnover on the interception by Lamb. And now, after they punch it in, this is a brand new ball game at 17-14. Up the middle for about 10 yards. James on the carry. They'll stop the clock long enough just to move it. Well, no, they're going to say he's a little bit short, 2nd and inches, so the Pirates will move quickly. Clock moving, 1:09 remaining here in the first half. Irvin looking for James. James able to slip away from a couple of tacklers and get out of bounds at midfield. Boy, this is all kinds of trouble potentially. But Lamont James, the one-man bailout, bailing out the Pirates, gets to midfield. That's huge. James running right. Well, move at the line. James has the first down. Bowers brings him down at the 38. Lamont James' show continues. 12 yards on the ground. The Pirates quickly making their way into field goal range. They have all 3 timeouts remaining, so plenty of time. 47 seconds and counting. 4-man rush. Irvin pop flies the far side, wants Aragon, and it's incomplete. Battling with Danny Johnson over on that far side. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped with 40 seconds remaining. Nassim Pacheco, Tyler Woodsworth over on the left side. Aragon solo to the right. Play action, Irvin. Flushed from the pocket, Poole there and will ride him down outside the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Another sack for the Renegades, as Irvin nowhere to go with the football, and now the Pirates are going to take a timeout with 29 seconds remaining. But all of a sudden, it's the Pirates facing a 3rd and 15 from their own 43-yard line. They're going to need to pick up this first down. Again, Pimentel's long is about 35 yards on the season, so hard to imagine that this isn't 4-down territory for the Pirates with 29 seconds remaining. Let's take a look at that last play, and rushing just 4. But dropping into coverage, and Irvin, give him some credit, not forcing the throw, and instead tries to extend the play. Poole eventually brings him down. 3rd and 15 from the 43. Irvin guns it over the middle. Catch is made. Woodworth at the 30. That's a gain of 14 as they'll spot it at the 29, and it brings up a 4th and 1. The Pirates 1 of 1 on 4th down tonight. Again, they have 2 timeouts remaining with 22 seconds. They're going to take their second charge timeout. 22 seconds remaining. The Pirates facing a 4th and 1 from the Bakersfield 29-yard line when we return on the VC Sports Network. Well, if you're the Pirates in this situation, you have the whole field open with the timeout. Zeke Savage on at quarterback, and Savage on the keeper, has the first down and more inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 20. Pirates want to move quickly. They do have 1 timeout, but they want to run another play. Quick snap, and now Savage is going to spike it with 12 seconds, and well, they don't want to take that last time out. They'll have time now to run a play, and they can pretty much run a play wherever they want because they can stop the clock. So this does give them some options to get a little closer. If not, take a shot at the end zone. They'll come out with dual setbacks on a 2nd down and 10 from the 20. This would be a 37-yard field goal attempt for Ryan Pimentel if it came from right here. Thompson and Jake Murphy in the backfield. For the Pirates, receivers left and right. All right, so we have it at 12 seconds, but snap to Irvin. Irvin rolling right. Poole bringing pressure, and Irvin just has to throw it away. And now with 5 seconds remaining, the Pirates are going to have to settle for the field goal attempt, you would believe. Good job by the Renegades defensively, bringing the pressure on Irvin again. And Irvin forced to just throw it away. And now Pimentel will come on to attempt a 37-yard field goal. Pimentel did hit earlier from 33. And not a huge surprise. Another stoppage of play. This is going to be a Bakersfield timeout, so they'll take their second charge timeout with 5 seconds remaining in the first half. Pirates on top 17-14. Pimentel from 37 yards out. Snap placement down, the kick away, and it's going to be short. Pimentel, no good from 37 yards out. And the Pirates will settle for a 17-14 lead at the break. Halftime from the VC Sportsplex. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports. with about 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. It was all Ventura, leading it 17-0, and appeared to have things well in hand. But the Renegades closed out the first half on a run. Quick touchdown on a Hankins run. Capped off a 65-yard drive. Made it 17-7, and then the interception of Chris Irvin, and the Renegades take advantage of the short field going 31 yards, again capped off by a Jalen Hankins touchdown run. Hankins 116 yards on 20 carries in the first half alone. And the Renegades are back in it. They will have it first to start the second half. Smith on the return, out past the 30 to the 33-yard line. And that's where Bakersfield will get started. Very even first half, as you would expect. Total yards, just a 10-yard difference in favor of Ventura. Meanwhile, flags down again. Penalties were certainly a storyline, but at the end of the day, the Renegades with 6 penalties in the first half, the Pirates with 7. So up and down the stat sheet, things pretty even. And that, of course, carries over to the scoreboard, where it's 17-14 in favor of Ventura. First flag of the second half, and it will go against Bakersfield. Or this might be offsetting penalties, so it is going to be offsetting penalties. And we'll start from the 33, where it'll be 1st and 10. Carson Woods, who was 7 of 9 for 52 yards in the first half, will lead the Renegade offense onto the field. And Hankins in the deep eye after that monster first half. New season high for Hankins already on the ground with 116 yards. Meanwhile, James and Thompson combined for 115 yards for the Pirates. 75 for Lamont James, 40 yards for Jalen Thompson. So the two-headed monster equaling Hankins. But you got to believe that's a victory for Bakersfield. If the Renegades can match the Pirate run totals, that is going to be a powerfully good sign as the Renegades look to come up with their first win here in Ventura in the regular season since Steve Mushagian took over at the helm for the Pirates back in 2010. 2nd down and 6, right back to Hankins. And Hankins stood up after a gain of a couple of yards. Poyaina, Isaiah Garcia getting there quickly. It will leave a 3rd down and 4. The Renegades in the first half were 2 of 4 on 3rd down. And this is a big one for both teams. Renegades with all the momentum in the world. But a 3 and out here would certainly gain a measure of momentum back for the Pirates. Quick throw, and it's incomplete, and the Pirates going to get exactly what they were looking for. The quick 3 and out. Woods wanted Tolbert coming out of the backfield, and the Pirates forced the punt to start the 3rd quarter. That is massive for the Pirates, who certainly had to be reeling somewhat from the latter stages of that first half. It saw the Renegades come back and pull within 3. First punt tonight for the Renegades. Good snap, and the kick away. Taken at the 24. Good return out past the 35 and out to the 40. Eli Aragon with a 16-yard return, and the Pirates with very good field position to start their first drive of the second half. Chris Irvin, 12 of 23 in the first half for 83 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Lamont James will start in the deep eye. James with 75 yards on the ground in the first half. Another sensational performance for Lamont James. And he'll get the call on first down, has a hole on the right side and a pickup of about 4. Closed quickly by Jensen Hallam. 2nd down and 6. Hallam, part of a very talented linebacker core, along with Donovan Foster and, of course, Logan Bowers for this Renegade defense. That unit certainly leads the defense overall. Irvin again looking left, completes to Lopez. Lopez makes a little move at the 45, but he's brought down at the 46. Again, Hallam there quickly. That's a gain of just a couple of yards, and it brings up a critical 3rd down for the Pirates, a 3rd and 4. The Pirates 6 of 10 in the first half on 3rd down. And they go to James running left. James breaks a tackle at midfield. James into the open field. 25 down to the 20, tripped up at the 15-yard line. Flags are down. Jordan Richburg finally brought down Lamont James. But let's wait and see what the flag is. I'll tell you, Lamont James is definitely in the mold of a number of backs. We talked about Chris Beeson, Thomas Duckett, Aaron Stanton. Personal foul against Ventura. Now, is this going to be after the result of the play? I believe it is. They'll back it up to the 41, and we will look at that run. But Lamont James, 5'9", 200 pounds, but he is incredible at shedding tackles and breaking tackles. Again, yards after contact on that one, as he was hit near the 1st down marker and then not brought down until he was 35 yards downfield. They brought it back to the 41. James picks up about a yard on 1st down. Let's go back to the carry by Lamont James, and able to run through the tackle at midfield. Poole had a shot but couldn't bring him down, and then James into the open field. And again, a lot of that came back, but the Pirates still have the football. Irvin scrambling, able to get by Bowers and inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Macon downfield making the stop. It brings up a 3rd down and 2. Well, the Pirates already converted on 3rd down earlier in this drive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And this may be a false start on the Pirates. And it is. So 3rd and 2 becomes 3rd and 7. That is a tough break. Meanwhile, James up over 100 yards. 109 yards on 11 carries. 3rd and 7 from the 38-yard line of Bakersfield. Early 3rd quarter, and the Pirates lead it by 3. Try James, big hole, and James has the 1st down inside the 30. Bowers on the stop, but a 9-yard run by Lamont James on a 3rd and 7. And let's go down to field level, and this is sensational work. Brown and Dixon on the left side, and you could drive a smallish SUV through that hole. 1-yard run on 1st down brings up a 2nd down and 9. Empty backfield for Irvin and the Pirates. Again, 4-man rush. Irvin dumps it short, completes to Newcomb. Brought down at the 33. Danny Johnson with the stop. Big 3rd down again for the Pirates. It's 3rd and 3 from the Bakersfield 22. Pirates could use a 1st down here. This is the outer edge of Pimentel's range. Read option. James weaves his way forward. He's a little bit short of the 1st down. So James picks up about 2.5, and it brings up 4th down and about a half a yard, and the Pirates 2 of 2 on 4th down. Quick snap, and they got it. Irvin, that's a great play call. Gets to the line quickly. The Renegades can't get set. Moves the chains. The Pirates now 3 of 3 on 4th down tonight. Jalen Thompson into the game, running right inside the 10 down to the 12. Thompson thinking 6 there, but tripped up after a gain of about 5. Brings up a 2nd down and 5. Pirates starting to roll downhill in that run game. They're into the red zone with Jalen Thompson in the backfield. Thompson up the middle, inside the 10. Bowers drags him down at the 5. Pirates move the chains again. They want to move quickly. They've got plenty of time on the play clock, but they're going to get to the line. Renegades trying to shuffle in fresh bodies on a 1st and goal from the 5. Thompson running right, cuts it back, hit and brought down at the 2. Jaquan Lamb was there, but that was also Fred Malone, who had just checked into the game, and Malone able to drive Thompson back. Did pick up 3 yards. It's a 2nd and goal. Thompson now in the pistol formation behind Irvin. Read option. Irvin gonna walk it in. Chris Irvin. And that is well executed by the Pirates. They get the 3 and out and then go 60 yards to pay dirt. And let's watch the touchdown run, and you have to respect Jalen Thompson in that deep eye. And Irvin makes the read and slips by Foster and takes it in. Pimentel will tack on the extra point, and with 8:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Pirates with some breathing room again. They now lead at 24-14. One more look, and we'll look from up top, and Irvin just has to get that read on Foster. Foster heads inside. Irvin walks it in for a Pirate touchdown. Come back live. This one taken at the 18-yard line. And a short return shy of the 30. And the Renegades will go back to work. That was Jeremiah Teague. Got about 7 yards on the return. Call it 9 yards to the 27. And the Pirates on the 2-yard touchdown run for Chris Irvin push the lead to 24-14. Woods goes to Hankins, and Hankins runs into a wall after a gain of about 3. Benjamin Hall able to stand up. Hankins after that 3-yard run. 2nd down and 7. Back to Hankins. Hankins, good penetration from Gillespie, and really upsets the play. Hall again there quickly. And Hankins, with a gain of a couple of yards, brings up a big 3rd and 5. But you start to see the Pirates getting a little more penetration against this Bakersfield running game. And yeah, it's Gillespie really disrupting the flow of that play as he's able to get upfield, makes Hankins cut it back a little bit in the hole, and Hall then able to plug the gap and bring him down just a gain of a couple, and it leaves a 3rd and 5. We're going to take a brief injury timeout. Pirates leading at 24-14 here in the 3rd quarter. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. bad news in every way that you can imagine, certainly for the Renegades. Jalen Hankins, the injured player, he has been outstanding tonight. And they were able to get him up and help him off the field, moving under his own power, and so we will not speculate certainly any further than that, but at least some good indications preliminarily. As Hankins does depart the field, third down carry for Dandridge out to the 39 is good enough to move the chains. So the Renegades come up with a big third down conversion and continue this drive on a big 3rd and 5. Certainly could ill afford to give it right back to the Pirates, with the Pirates leading by 10. Dandridge, a little stutter step in the backfield, and a gain of about 4. Pup Ina with the stop on Dandridge. That was some good work from Dandridge. Initially stopped at the line, but the quick feet able to change direction, come up with 4 yards. Play action for Woods. Woods heaves on the near side and has a man wide open, complete for a first down. Finds Makai Smith. Smith had gotten beyond the secondary. And let's watch here. As again, a designed roll. And one-on-one working against Wesley and Smith. Moves it into Pirate territory. Dandridge on the carry. Well, with Hankins out with an injury and Jordan Norwood, it would appear not available tonight, it falls to Jerry Dandridge. He did have 5 carries for 39 yards in the first half. He's up to 48 yards in the game, but Dandridge, a freshman from Bakersfield High School, thrust into that #1 job. Straight ahead for Dandridge inside the 30 down to the 28. Leaves a 3rd down and 5. Papina on the stop again. And another big 3rd down. This is a 3rd and 5 for the Renegades, who are 3 of 6 on 3rd down. Still a 10-point game. Pirates looking for what would be their 5th consecutive win. And looking to maintain a 1-game lead at the top of the National North. Dandridge bouncing it outside again, has the first down. Good running from Jerry Dandridge. And another big 3rd down conversion. And interesting to watch the Renegades with the injury to Hankins, but still just 1 pass from Carson Woods on this drive, and Woods rapidly becoming an experienced and highly proficient quarterback, but as Gillespie drags down Dandridge after a gain of about 3, and the Renegades still working primarily behind that running game. Meanwhile, Dandridge will check out, and Jeremiah Teague will come in the backfield. It's a 2nd down and 9. Dandridge picked up just a yard on the first down carry. Makai Smith on the right side, and a quick screen to Smith. Smith wrapped up by Wesley Carter in to help, but he's down to the 11, near first down yardage. Another catch for Makai Smith. His 4th reception on the night. And a 3rd down and 2 confronting the Renegades. It's a nice response after the Pirate touchdown. 3rd down carry. And 2nd effort is going to get the first down. That was Alfonso Enciso. Well, actually, I'm going to have to speculate slightly here. We don't have a number 47 on the roster, so let me see if we can get that updated for you. It's Trevion Watkins. Okay. So Trevion Watkins not listed at 37, or not listed at 47, but there it is. So Ventura going to take a timeout with 3:17 remaining in the third. And the Renegades driving. They have it at the Pirates 6. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. Back live, 1st and goal at the Pirates 6-yard line, and Ventura reeling enough defensively that they elect to burn a timeout. Dandridge back in the backfield, gets the call, stood up at the line. Poi Aina, Drew Carter there quickly. Pirates come out of the timeout with a little more fire defensively. It's a loss of a yard. 2nd down and goal from the Ventura 7. And now Trevion Watkins, who had a big run last week, a 37-yard touchdown run in the win over Moore Park, gets the call over his left guard, down to about the 3-yard line. McKelligan along with Jalen Wesley. They want to move quickly. 3rd down, right back to Watkins. Watkins hit by Avila and brought down. Big stand by the Pirates down near their goal line. And the Renegades are going to send on the field goal unit. Or are they? Yes. So this will be a 20-yard field goal attempt for Evan Siffing. Come from the left hash, Siffing puts it through. Renegades answer back, lengthy drive. And Evan Siffing connects on a 20-yard field goal. Back to a one-score game, 24-17, 154 remaining here in the third quarter on the VC Sports Network. So that was a 70-yard drive for the Renegades after the Pirate touchdown, but they settle for 3, and the Pirates maintain a 7-point lead late in the third. This one taken at the 12. Running room on the near side out to the 35-40, and out near midfield. Big return for the Pirates. Murphy out to the 46-yard line. Murphy pumped up after that return. Well, when is Jake Murphy not pumped up? Plays with a fire out there. Well, when you're playing behind Jalen Thompson and Lamont James, you got to be fired up when you see the field. Tough to get a lot of reps at that running back spot the way that Thompson and James have manned that position this year. Thompson with a lane on the right side into the Renegades secondary. Richburg finally brings him down along with Smith, but Thompson races to the Renegade 34-yard line. Jalen Thompson Now up to 55 yards. Make it 75 yards. After that 20-yard run, flags come in before the snap. False start against Ventura. The Pirates want to move quickly, but not that quickly. That'll back them up to the 39, but the Pirates immediately on the move late in the third, as they are now over 200 yards on the ground once again. James already over 100 yards. Thompson working on it at 75. Gets the handoff, little stutter step, now squirts through a small hole. Gets back most of the penalty. 4 yards will bring up a second down and 11. At the Renegade 35, under a minute to go in the third. So they'll call it second and a long 10, give Thompson 5 yards. Lopez, Newcomb to the left, Aragon, Woodworth to the right. Irvin, deep drop, has time, steps up, over the middle, finds Newcomb. Down to the 30, Richburg on the stop. They'll spot it at the 30. Massive 3rd and 5 for both teams coming up. Pirates 8 of 13 on 3rd down tonight. Came in converting at 41%. And whistles before the snap. Did it just get a little tougher for the Pirates? You got to believe it did. No, it's against Richburg and the Renegades. So Richburg lined up off sides, and Pirates now with a little bit easier job at a 3rd and 1 from the 25 of Bakersfield. Last play of the third quarter, potentially. Thompson, off tackle on the right side. First down and more to close out the third quarter. Thompson down to the 14. Has the first down. That will end the third quarter. When we come back, the Pirates in the red zone leading at 24-17 as we start the fourth on the VC Sports Network. First and 10 from the Renegade 14. Pirates looking to make it a 2-score game once again as we start the fourth. Lopez in motion. On the ground with Thompson, cuts it upfield. Down to the 11, gain of about 3. Tyrone Wilson with the stop. 3-yard run brings up a second down and 7. Aragon again solo to the right. Irvin's favorite target. But it's Thompson running left, looking for a lane, makes a move at the 10. Poole drags him down at about the 5. Thompson, much like his counterpart Lamont James, shifty and strong. The prototype Pirate running back that we've seen for years under head coach Steve Mushagian. 3rd down and 1. Thompson straight ahead, has the first down, down to the goal line. No signal yet, the ball's loose. Let's see who's got it. Looks like they're going to rule Thompson down by contact, but he did pick up the first down to the 1. So Thompson getting ever closer to that 100-yard mark. Irvin up quickly. He's going to sneak it in for a touchdown. Irvin with his second rushing touchdown here in the second half, and the Pirates up 13, 30-17. So Irvin doing it with his feet here in the second half. And Pimentel will come on for the extra point. And let's watch, again, the recognition from Irvin here. And before the Renegades can really get set, Irvin gets up there for the quick snap, and that's just a good read. As Pimentel tacks on the extra point, 13:53 remaining in the ballgame. The Pirates push the lead back out to 14, 31-17. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network. So the Pirates with some breathing room once again, leading at 31-17. Short kick taken at the 15 by Smith, out past the 30 and to the 33. So the Renegades will take over. Still just a two-score game at 31-17. But after the Renegades got within 3, it's been a nice response by the Pirates here in the second half. A couple of touchdowns on the board. James and Thompson both over 100 yards. And you start to watch, it'll be interesting to watch. Can they both go for 1,000 yards this season? They're on pace. First down carry and not much doing for Dandridge. Poyina has started to assert himself defensively more in the second half. Some good adjustments against the Renegade running game, especially on that defensive line. Avila, Ina, Gillespie, all making some plays here in the second half. Dandridge with a good push up front, out to the 40. And that time the Renegades, I should say, a little better push up front, 7 yards. Meanwhile, there is a Renegade offensive lineman down. And it looks like it's Adam Robles. And they'll come out and take a look at Robles with the Renegades facing a 3rd and 3, 13:06 remaining in the ballgame. Ventura on top, 31-17 on the VC Sports Network. 3rd and 3 for the Renegades. And after the injury timeout, and Pirates chance to get a little rest before a big 3rd down play, but a great push on the left side, and Dandridge more than enough for the 1st down. Washington on the stop, but following left tackle Eldon Madden. 1st down and more. Quick completion. Mackay Smith with the reception down to the 41. Renegades moving quickly. We talked about Chris Irvin, 3rd in completion percentage in the 3C2A. Woods is 6th, over 66%, and improving that number tonight. Another quick throw finds Smith at the 37. McKelligan right there along with Blizzard. Gain of about 4. There is a flag down. Yeah, Woods now 11 of 14 after that completion to Smith. And saw Xavier Marshall with a catch earlier in the ball game. But Dominique D'Amato, Dalen Leach, the 2 leading receivers for the Renegades on the season. And I don't believe I've seen them in the game here tonight. And I suspect that they were not available to make the trip. You see Marshall out there and Mackay Smith having a big game, but it would appear that Leach and Dominique D'Amato, the 2 leading receivers, also not available here tonight, along with Norwood. Dandridge sheds a tackle. He's got the 1st down and more. Into the red zone at the 19. Well, here come the Renegades. Dandridge again able to break tackles. Actually just slips by McKelligan and then finds some running room. Hit in the backfield and brought down is Dandridge. A loss on the play. Boy Slade off the edge. So a loss on the play of 3 will bring up a 2nd down and 13. Clock continues to move. Meanwhile, Dandridge starting to pile up the yardage. He's got 94 yards. Might have just lost a couple on that last carry. But we've got 100-yard rushers right and left in this one. Dandridge running left. Hit at the 20. McKelligan there for the hit after Ina was able to stretch that play to the outside. McKelligan comes in to finish it off. A 1-yard gain brings up a 3rd and 12. Tough spot for Carson Woods and the Renegade offense. They're up to 6 of 10 on 3rd down, are the Renegades. Mentioned the Renegades' trouble getting off the field on 3rd down. That has been a problem for the Pirates this season as well, though they have picked it up as the season has gone on. Play action. Woods looking right, completes in the flat to Tolbert, but Tolbert going to be well short of 1st down yardage as Wesley knocks him out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Well, that brings up 4th down, and I don't think in this situation that we're going to see the field goal unit. The Renegades are 0 of 2 on 3rd down tonight, but they trail it by 14. We're into the 4th quarter. It's a 4th and 7. Well, hold everything. Haven't seen Woods move just yet. No, here comes Siffing. So, well, what do I know? They'll bring out Siffing for a 33-yard field goal attempt. Still a lot of time, 10-14 and counting remaining in the game. But I thought, given what's been happening over the last few weeks, we might see the Renegades go for it, but no. Siffing knocks it through, and the Renegades within 11 at 31-20. 10:06 remaining in the ball game, and the Pirates leading it by 11 here on the VC Sports Network. Well, you saw the big play by Boy Slade there that helped really stall that drive for the Renegades before Siffing put it through. But the Pirates bend a little, but don't break, and maintain the two-score advantage 31-20 as we play here in the fourth quarter, 10:01 remaining in the ball game. So they'll spot it at the 31, and the Pirates, well, if you're a Pirate fan, you'd love to see a lengthy drive on the order of what we've seen a couple of times in the second half. More of that running game, and Pirate 6 would make this a three-score game. Irvin hit as he went to throw that football, and it's loose, and it looks like the Pirates fell on it. Irvin was setting up. I think he was going to throw to Newcomb, and the ball was hit by Lamont James running by, and the Pirates catch a huge break. They're going to spot at the 32, so they even pick up a yard. But let's watch one more time here and watch James as Irvin is setting up the screen. Well, that is a big break for the Pirates not to lose that football. 2nd down and 9, back to live action, and a gain of about 3 for James brings up a 3rd down and 6. Immediately the Pirates in a big 3rd down. Pirates have been lights out on 3rd down tonight, 10 of 15. James in the backfield. Renegades starting to crowd the line. Here they come. Blitz coming. Wilson bringing the pressure. Great play call. James has the catch and a 1st down. Looking for blockers. He's into Renegade territory. Run out at the 30-yard line. Well, Wilson came on the blitz, and this is a great play call and a great adjustment by Irvin. Irvin checks down and finds James. Little move there. Poole giving chase, and James with a huge reception gets the carry down to the 31, a gain of about 3 to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Well, this is exactly what you're looking for if you're the Pirates. What a huge play. Lamont James. And we have an official timeout. That was a 31-yard reception. As Wilson comes unblocked, and let's run that one more time, but now they're going to run the clock here, so we'll keep an eye on it. And Wilson comes unblocked. Irvin's got to make that check down and find James, and he does exactly that. And now back live and on the ground, James on the carry. Inside the 30 to the 26. Foster on the stop, and it brings up a massive 3rd and 2. James now the leading receiver, 43 yards on 3 catches. Pirates with another big 3rd down. James gets the call, huge hole. Flags are down, he's got the 1st down. Smith on the stop. But let's see if the Pirates get the 1st down. And it looks like it's going to go against the Pirates. Early indications are it was center Gabe Rivera on the hold. We'll watch again here on James on the carry, and let's keep an eye on that offensive line. And Rivera working against Joe Dabney. They'll move it back to the 36. It's now 3rd and 12. Well, the Renegades have hurt themselves with some penalties going back to the first half, but that time it was the Pirates who take away a 1st down, leave a 3rd and long. James on the carry, slips out of a tackle in the backfield. James has open field. He's at the 20, down to the 15, inside the 10. Touchdown saving tackle by Julian Smith. But another big ramble for Lamont James. Down to the Renegades 7. James down in the backfield. And once again, James, who's up to 162 yards on the ground, and now a little bit of extracurriculars as Jacob Lemus getting into it with Jensen Hallam. And they're going to separate, trying to keep order. We're at 6:30 and counting remaining in the game. We've kept it this far. Well, let's watch here again. And James gets the handoff. And again, a shot in the backfield, but James able to slip the tackle. I want to say that was Bowers that came knifing through, but could not ultimately bring James down. And now James on the carry, runs into his own man. And now again, a little bit after the fact, it was Dixon getting into it. Kalen Smith, no flags, so I think the officials are going to let this one play out. Not be so quick, but at a certain point, if it starts to be extracurriculars after every play, you're going to have to set some order. 3rd and goal from the 8. Irvin has the snap, looking left, throws, completes to Lopez inside the 10. Smith brings him down at the 3. That'll bring up a 4th down and goal from the 3. And the Pirates going to be content to send on Ryan Pimentel and go back up 14 with what would be a 20-yard field goal attempt. Or are they going to go for what would have to be considered close to the knockout blow if they could get a touchdown here and make it 3 scores with under 5 minutes to go? That will be a tall order for the Renegades. And it's tempting to consider it the way that they've run the football. I think if you give Lamont James the football behind this offensive line and take your chances, that has to be a powerful idea on that Pirate sideline. Timeout on the field. The Pirates are going to take a timeout and talk it over. 4:39 remaining in the 4th. The Pirates on the doorstep, leading by 11 on the VC Sports Network. Fourth and goal from the 3. And the Pirates are going to send the offense out there. And they are looking for a 3-score lead. Quick snap. James running left, slips a tackle. He's near the pylon and in. Lamont James with enough strength to get it done. And now again, some pushing and shoving after the play, and here come the flags. And emotions tend to run high. This has been a hard-fought game. And you suspect maybe some jawing down there too, and emotions can get a little bit edgy late in a hard-fought game. But let's hope that they can keep order here, finish it out. 4:34 to go. It's been a well-played game on both sides. Both teams battled hard, and nobody likes to see it digress into this kind of thing late in the game. 37-20. Let us watch on a couple of angles as Lamont James, as he has done all night long. Another shot in the backfield. That time it was Smith. And then the high tackle attempt by D'Antonio Hackworth, but James with the strength to get in. Let's go down to field level. This is going to work away from our camera, unfortunately, but couple of shots, and you see Hackworth gets the arms on James about a yard out, but James with enough strength to lean in and get to that pylon and get the touchdown. 164 yards and a couple of touchdowns for Lamont James, and the Pirates now solidly up 3 scores at 37-20. Yet another flag comes in. Well, if this was a hockey game, this is about the time that we'd have 3-on-3 out on the ice and about 14 game misconducts. But fortunately, it's football, so we'll just have to let them sort it out as the flags continue to fly. And Pimentel is meanwhile waiting to tack on the extra point. Pirates leading at 37-20. So Carter will hold. And Pimentel for the extra point. Up and good. 4:34 remaining in the ball game. The Pirates push the lead out to 38-20 here on the VC Sports Network. Tegan Smith back deep for the Renegades. Pirates on the doorstep looking to stay undefeated in the National North. We're going to try and catch you up and see if we can get scores from elsewhere around the National North. El Camino and Canyons, who each started the day a game back, are in action tonight. In fact, Canyons playing at Moore Park here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Smith, a good return. Flags come in late. And they have a few more personal fouls. And, well, it's rapidly getting to the point where they're going to need to establish some order here. And both teams are fired up. And I make this standard statement every time I see this, covering Ventura College and covering football for a number of different schools. And in this situation, I don't know why the decision isn't made to start throwing people out of the game. There's 4.5 minutes left, and I think you just send the message. Look, if we throw a flag at this point, if you want to get into it after the play, you're done for the night, and you decide if that's how you want your night to end. But again, it appears that it's a fairly loose disciplinary situation, at least as I observe. I'm watching that. Obviously, that's just one person's opinion. 1st and 10, Woods to throw, incomplete, and that, I believe, was intended for Dominique D'Amato. So made the point on the last drive that we haven't seen much of Dominique D'Amato tonight. It would appear that he is eligible and here, but hasn't made a catch as of yet, and that one incomplete. So 2nd and 10, didn't see Jalen Hankins again here tonight. Teague in the backfield, and certainly hope that Jalen Hankins, who left the game earlier in the second half and had a sensational effort here tonight, obviously hope that the news is good there and that Hankins is okay. certainly you could well imagine that precautions would be taken in any kind of injury situation. But Hankins departed earlier with an injury. Woods, the throw incomplete, and a quick 3-and-out, and the flag comes in the secondary. So let's see what the call is. This may continue the drive. Do you want to try and check in on some of those scores? I started to say again that the Raiders hosting College of the Canyons, and we here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, we have that game for you. You can put that up if you have two screens. We don't want you to leave. You can check in over there in our coverage. If you don't want to step away. Woods loses the handle. The ball is loose, and Woods is able to fall on it. Boy, that was an opportunity for a big play. And Isaac Ruiz was there, and I think Isaac Ruiz was thinking about how fun it might be to score a touchdown and not falling on that football. Let's watch here one more time as Woods loses the handle and Ruiz has a real shot to put an exclamation point on it. And that's similar to a play we saw earlier with the Pirates. And again, that was quick for Ruiz. I don't want to call him out too much. Woods was able to get back there and fight for that ball as well. But you saw Teague hit Woods as he went to throw. Screen to Teague, out to the 40 and to the 48-yard line before he is brought down. Let's watch one more time here and see if we can watch this one again as Woods looking left and Teague not in the right spot. And yeah, Ruiz was right there, wanted to maybe get his hands on that football while he was still standing up, but couldn't quite get it, and that allowed Woods to get back there and maintain possession. Woods looking deep, has a man, incomplete. It's dropped by Makai Smith, who's had such a big game. Boy, oh boy, Makai Smith had a real shot. He had gotten behind the defense. It'll bring up 4th down. Let's watch this one more time, and Smith has had a tremendous night, but he would love to have this football back. Watch here as he is there, both hands on it, and he knows it immediately that one was in the proverbial breadbasket and just slips through, and with it a chance for a touchdown. The Renegades will go for it on 4th down. Woods rolling right, still looking, completes for a 1st down inside the 35. Xavier Marshall with the reception. Renegades convert on 4th down. We're under 3 minutes to go, but the drive continues at the Pirate 33. Good accurate throw from Carson Woods. Woods now 12 of 18, 13 of 19, I should say, for 131 yards. 4-man rush. Woods steps up, hit as he throws, looking deep, and incomplete. Looking for Makai Smith. Pass incomplete. El Camino all over Antelope Valley. Last report, that's in the 3rd quarter. And El Camino leading at 46-7. Meanwhile, at Moore Park, they're midway through the 4th, and Canyons leading 28-21. So the Raiders hanging around in that one. If Canyons and El Camino can hold on in their respective games, it will be a 3-way tie for 2nd, just a game behind the Pirates. So everything's still up in the air as that one is dropped by Teague. It'll bring up 3rd down. But the National North will still be very much undecided with a couple of weeks left. The Pirates, again, if these scores all hold, will be a game up. But El Camino, Allen Hancock, and College of the Canyons, all just a game back at 4-1. And the final 2 weeks of the Pirate schedule includes a home date as Woods fires over the middle, incomplete. Big collision with Marshall going up high against Anthony Albanez. And they're both up and okay. It'll bring up 4th down. But the last 2 weeks of the Pirate schedule, home against El Camino and then on the road at College of the Canyons. So safe to say that those two games are going to go a long way toward potentially deciding who goes to the playoffs out of the North. 4th and 10 behind Teague and incomplete. And the Pirates will take over with 2:21 remaining, and will the Renegades be content to not stop the clock? Or will they try to prolong it with 2:21 remaining? They do have all 3 timeouts. So we said at the top that the South and the Central came into a little more focus with 2 weeks left. Really settling into what looks primarily like a 2-team race in each division. Mount Sac and Golden West undefeated in the Central with a 2-game lead over their next closest competitor. Meanwhile, Fullerton and Riverside both still undefeated on the season, both obviously still undefeated in conference. Saddleback just a game back, but with the loss to Riverside, obviously that gives an inside track to Fullerton and Riverside in that one. Those 4 teams battling for what will likely be 3 spots in the playoffs. So one of those 4 teams is going to be the odd team out. And while that comes into slightly sharper focus, the North continues to be complete fog of war, as we don't really know much. 4 teams within a game, with 2 games remaining on the schedule. Meanwhile, a change of quarterback. And Murphy threw a good hole on the left side. Murphy into the secondary. Hit from behind. The ball is loose over on the far side. Good hard running from Murphy. The ball ultimately hops out of bounds at the Renegade 36. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. Murphy, who has impressed every time he's been on the field. It was more good hard running.
First and 10, 38-yard line.
And a reminder, the VC Sports Network. Oh, huge hit in the backfield on Murphy. Pops up, he's okay, but man, that was a stick. Will Konovalov coming up and unloads on Jake Murphy with under a minute to go. No gain on the play. So the good and the bad for Jake Murphy the last 2 plays. Huge run, 25 yards, but then absorbs the wicked hit from Konovalov. Time for one more play, it would seem. Renegades content to let the clock run. Murphy on the carry. Takes one more big hit for his trouble. As Duran in to hand it off. Walker Mano that time delivering the big hit. The Pirate fans starting to make some noise as the clock will run down. And the Pirates leading it 38-20. And that is the final that will go into the books. 38-20. Pirates get a scare late in that first half, but bounce back strong in the second half, pulling away for a 38-20 win. They move to 6-2 on the season. They're still perfect in conference play at 5-0. Meanwhile, the Renegades fall to 4-4 overall. They're 2-3 in conference play. Busy weekend coming up next week on the VC Sports Network. Next Friday night, it will be soccer as Oxnard comes in to take on the Pirates. And then next Saturday night, the Pirates conclude their home schedule in the regular season as they take on El Camino College with first place on the line in the National North. And we'll have it for you here on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Until then, thanks so much for joining us. So long, everybody. Good night from Ventura.